Hi guys, welcome to my top tips for starters. Now this is going to cover all the basic tips to best get you started in the game. Now Scum is a very unforgiving survival game, so these tips are by no means the only tips out there. There are probably a lot more as well, but for me these are fundamental to get you started. Now a lot of it is basic, it's self-explanatory, but when you start this game there's that much things to do. You really have to think all the time. Now if you're playing solo on your own little server, it's just as hard as playing multiplayer because the map's that big. As you can see, there's a lot going on and a lot to do. Now I'm going to jump straight into these tips. If they're useful, let me know in the comments below. If they're not, or if you think there's a better way, if there's a tip you want to share as well, please put it in the comments, because I'll make sure it's pinned and shared if it's good enough and viable to put out. Now the quickest and easiest way to defend yourself against puppets is to make an improvised spear. Now simply when you spawn in, just look on the ground, try and find small rocks. You're going to require two, so move around. If you can get two rocks straight off the bat, even better. Now all you do is left click on both the rocks, combine them, make them into a stone knife. Now the stone knife will always go into the vicinity, it won't go into your hand or anything else, so always drag it in. Now there's a lot of times where I've crafted it, ran on and realised that I haven't actually picked it up, which can be a little annoying. Now we've got that, you want to look for a large bush like this, and you're going to cut. Now just make sure there's no puppets around you when you do this, because it holds you in this position, and if they come up and start hitting you, then you're going to find out the hard way that it's going to hurt. Now once that's done, you'll see there is large sticks on the floor. Click crafting and you go to improvised wooden spear, which is here, and craft. Now you can carry 3 in total, 2 in your back and 1 in your hands. I only carry 2 to be honest, but I know for a fact that I'm going to be tactical when I see a zombie, so I'm not really going to take it, but I'm going to take 3 just now, just so you can see what it's like with 1 in your hands as well. Now these do take a bit of time and hold you in position, so again make sure you're doing a safe place. Go back to here, you've got improvised wooden spear, double click, it'll put it straight in your back, but you can't double click it to put it in your hands, you have to drag it, always remember that. So now you have 3 spears and you're ready to take on any puppets that may be close by, so you can start trying to get better clothing. Next, when searching an area, always press tab and check the vicinity. Now, things don't always show up and they're hard to find as well. Now I've found that just clicking on vicinity is the best way to do it. It will show up exactly what's in the area around you. It won't show you what's on bodies because you have to search them first, then it will show in the vicinity. It's a quick tip, something that I probably didn't find a lot of things at first because I wasn't clicking it to find it. I'm sure in time they'll make it so things always show up, but for the time being always check that tab and check the vicinity, because you could be missing out on something decent that could help you in later game. Now as you progress you'll find different sets of clothes. Now as you can see I have got a bag, so I've put that bag on the floor. I am wearing a tactical jacket, so I've got more pockets. If I take that jacket off, you see the shirt only has 1 pocket, but I can wear the jacket over the actual shirt, so it gives me more pockets straight away. This is the same with trousers. If you take trousers off, I've got rid of my inmate trousers in a minute, but they only hold 2 slots. By putting that back on, you see again I get another 6 slots. Using tactical boots, they also give you 2 slots. So try and wear as much clothes as you can over another, because it will pay dividends in the end. And again, try and get a bag as soon as you can. This is the easiest bag to build. I've got a video on it of getting geared in 10 minutes to get all this kit straight away. So basically, wear as much as you can, but don't wear shorts or something silly, because you're going to punish yourself later. If you can find an actual puppet that's an ex-military, kill him, because your chances are you get a tactical shirt, tactical trousers and tactical boots. That's like the golden bar, if you like, because you're going to have loads of pockets straight off the bat, and finding a bag or making a bag isn't going to be as required as it would. Next we're going to try and make an improvised backpack. This will give you 9 slots. Now I already have all the items that I need, but I'm going to show you the quickest way to do it. Again, this is in my video of getting geared in 10 minutes. Now get one, isolate him on his own, get it down and headshot, dead. So now he's down, take your spear back, double click it, search the body. Now for speed, I've already got all the stuff crafted for this because I don't want it to take too long because it does take a while to make the rope. You're basically going to take some of the clothes like so, cut them into rags. You're going to need a stone knife for this as well. So you've got all the rags there, you need to then cut them into rag strips like that has there. I'll just put that in there because I need that. Go to crafting, you'll see you also need improvised rope, which I'm going to craft now. Craft improvised rope, that uses all the rags. Make sure you use dirty rags to do it, don't use your pristine rags because you can use them for bandaging. It'll just be a complete waste of time if you do. Now you can go back to here and you can craft your bags. You see we have the rags, improvised rope, and we have the stone knife to cut it down. Craft it in and that's you now have an extra 9 slots. Now again, this is in my Get Geared in 10 minutes video if you want to see in depth of how to do it and how I done it in 10 minutes. It's very quick. You'll see now with everything I've got, I am quite prepared to start taking out any puppets or looting any little towns around the coast. So guys, a very quick tip that I didn't actually know about until was found by accident, to be honest. Basically, if you hold down tab, it brings up a scroll wheel for different actions. Now, you do have to urinate and poo in this, so if you use that or press P, you go to the toilet. There's also bits here for diagnose and treatment and actions. Now, there's other things that come into this as well. So it's just a quick reference guide of how to urinate and poo more than anything because it took us a while to find it. Just hold down tab and it'll bring this spin wheel up for you. Something that I personally didn't have a clue was there until I said Tels found it by complete accident. Now you'll notice that you're getting fame points every time you're doing something in this game. Now early on your fame points are going to become important because if you manage to get a lot of things, and if you're playing like a solo only PvE element where you're not in the multiplayer servers, you're going to want to get back to where all your kit is if you die. Now, when you die, always hit the map, see where you are. Then if you've got enough fame points, you can actually revive in that sector. You won't revive exactly where your dead body is, however, you will spawn in that square. So don't worry, but try and keep your fame points high enough. It's on average in the solo, it's about 50 points. So don't feel if you lose everything it's complete gone. It's not DayZ where you spawn back in the middle of nowhere, miles away from absolutely anything. You do have a chance to get your stuff back. So even in the multiplayer, you can get back to where you were. So don't panic too much. Now the bedroll and the campfire stuff, they're more for resting and drying clothes. It's not so much a base building game. It's more of a DayZ element where you can just spawn in with all your stuff. You can log off, wake back up when you log in and have all your stuff on you. No one's going to steal it off of you. From what I know, there's possibly going to be fortification coming in later rather than base building. Now, never throw away the original clothes that you have simply because these can be used as bandages. Now, cut these into rags. You'll see I've already done it for someone I've already had here. Rags, piece of clothes that crafting, patch up wounds. Now, because these are pristine, like all prison outfits are when you enter the game, these can be used as bandages. Now, see there, you can cut into rags as well. So do not throw away your inmate suit. Always try and keep it. Now, wounds are quite hard to manage. If you put dirty rags on there, it's just going to get infected. So straight away, as soon as you kill a puppet, make sure you cut your old uniform up. It's only 2 slots, and chances are you're going to need a bandage quicker than you're actually going to need the 2 slots. So it's one to always bear in mind. Never throw away the prison inmate suit that you spawn in with. Always cut it up to use as bandages. Now, a really big tip for killing puppets. Now, try and isolate one puppet on his own because you're going to get fame points for killing him. Take a spear. Put in your hands. You can double click it as well. When he comes towards you, hit him. That'll stun him. Then hit him with that. Done. Now, it may take a couple of hits depending, but if you can get a headshot on him, then it usually kills him straight away. Just bear in mind that the bigger the puppet, the harder it is to kill. Now, if you miss, like I did there, just double click, click tab, get another one back on you. Now, another tip is, if you run backwards, they can't hit you. So, walk backwards, hit them, stun them, like so, and they'll just fall to the floor if you're low enough. Otherwise, you can stun them, then crack them in the face easily. It's an easier way to kill the puppets, just always move back. The key thing is to always isolate one. Don't fight when there's too many around, because they will just gang up and you'll get all your shots mixed up, and before you know it, they're actually killing you.
I go la 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 la.